Bienvenidos and welcome to another episode of Spain on a Fork. Today we have such an exciting show as we're making a recipe from the region of Andalusia, but more specifically the province of Granada, famously known for the birthplace of flamenco music, but most importantly the historic Alhambra Palace. We're talking Spanish marinated potatoes. These are known as Patatas Marinadas Granainas. And let me tell you, these potatoes are filled with so many beautiful textures and flavors. The recipe's easy to make, and the best part, it's all done in about 40 minutes. Folks, serve these potatoes as a tapas appetizer or even as a side dish. Either way, it's the kind of food that with each bite, it's gonna fill you with so much goodness. This video is sponsored by Tienda.com. The Tienda is an online superstore focusing on selling all things Spain for your home and kitchen, and they've been around since 1996. And like I always tell you, they have the biggest selection of artisan Spanish ingredients like queso manchego, the famous jamón serrano and jamón ibérico, Marcona almonds, olives, the beautiful canned seafood from Spain, and all the basic pantry staples you need, such as sweet smoked Spanish paprika, which we're going to use in today's recipe, among so many other great ingredients. Let me tell you, when it comes to cookware, they have an amazing selection of authentic Spanish paella pans that range in size from 2 servings all the way up to 50 servings, and they even offer classic grilling systems that way you can always perfectly cook your paella. Folks, visit Tienda.com, let them know Albert from Spain on a Fork sent you there. Make sure you use coupon code ONAFORK during checkout for 10% off your order. Alright, let's just jump right into this. I'm going to add in 1 kilogram of potatoes into a colander, which is a little over 2 pounds, and rinse the potatoes under some water. For this recipe, I'm using baby gold potatoes, but you can use any potatoes you like. Then we'll add the potatoes into a stock pot, and you want to make sure they're in a flat layer. And fill it with some water, just enough to barely cover the potatoes. Then we'll season generously with sea salt and heat it with a high heat. In the meantime, let's start making the marinade. I'm going to add in 4 cloves of garlic into a mortar. We'll also add in 1 jarred roasted red bell pepper, 2 teaspoons of dried oregano, which is 2 grams, 1 teaspoon of sweet smoked Spanish paprika, which is 2.5 grams, and 1 teaspoon of ground cumin, which is 3 grams. Then we'll season with sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper. And using a pestle, we'll pound down on the ingredients until they're well mashed. You can also use a food processor here, hand blender, or even a NutriBullet. Either way, make sure you get the mortar and pestle I'm using in the description box below. Once the ingredients are well mashed, we'll add in 1 tablespoon of white wine vinegar, which is 15 milliliters. You can also use rice wine vinegar here, or even apple cider vinegar. And we'll also add in half a cup of dry white wine, which is 120 milliliters. If wine is not your thing, you can also use white grape juice here, or any broth of your choice. And we'll give it a mix until it's well mixed together. Okay, let's move back to the potatoes. After about 25 minutes, they should be ready to go. You know, you can always pierce them with a toothpick just to ensure that they're done. If you see that yours need more time, or you're using larger potatoes, you just boil them for a bit longer or until they're just tender. At this point, I'm going to remove the stock pot from the heat and transfer the potatoes into a bowl with some ice water. This is not only going to stop them from cooking, but it's going to bring them to room temperature. After about 30 seconds, and the potatoes are cool enough to handle, we'll gently peel them. And then we'll add the potatoes into a large bowl. If you're using larger potatoes, you just cut them into large bite-sized pieces. And then we'll pour the marinade over the potatoes, making sure to evenly spread it around, and let the potatoes sit here for 10 minutes, that way the flavors can develop. For the final step, I'm going to heat the same stock pot with a medium heat, and add 3 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, which is 45 milliliters. Make sure you use the good stuff here, this is what truly makes a difference. Make sure you get the Spanish one I'm using in the description box below. While the oil is heating, I'm going to roughly chop 4 cloves of garlic, and then add the chopped garlic into the stock pot. And we'll mix it around continuously and go between 30 seconds to 1 minute here. After 30 seconds to 1 minute, and that garlic is nice and fragrant, you don't want to brown it, we'll add in the potatoes with the marinade. Then we'll season with sea salt and freshly cracked black pepper. and we'll give the pan a gentle shake and go for about 5 minutes here until the sauce has reduced in half and the alcohol has been cooked off. After about 5 minutes and the sauce has reduced in half, this is ready to go. I'm going to remove the stock pot from the heat and transfer some of the potatoes and sauce into a serving dish. And top it off with some chopped parsley. Check it out, our Spanish marinated potatoes are done. Easy to make, restaurant quality presentation, and all done in about 40 minutes. Let's give this a try and see how it turned out. Seriously folks, look how beautiful this looks. I am so excited to try this. Here we go. This right here is truly amazing what Spanish regional food is all about. The potatoes are beautifully cooked, absorbed everything in the pan, these melt in your mouth, and then that marinade, taking this to the very next level. Easy to make, the simplest ingredients. You would try at home, once again as a tapas appetizer or even as a side dish. Either it's the kind of food that with each bite, it's gonna fill your body with so much potato goodness. Really quick before I go, a shout out to a couple of my patrons, Alan M. Hirschman, Emily Hamilton, and Britt Saunders. Hey guys, thank you so much for being patrons of Spain on a Fork. You know how much I appreciate you. Enjoyed today's video, hit that like button, leave me a comment below, and if you're not subscribed, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and click on the bell icon. That way you can get notified every time I release new content and to become a part of the Spain on a Fork family. Till the next time, hasta luego.